Hi everyone, this is Edwina with Elegant Creations, and I'm here to do, excuse me, a project share for Decorate Your Life, and it's the first one of the year. And last week I did an unboxing for the Whispers Journal Collect Kit, and so this one matches with. She has a Whispers paper collection, and it has some beautiful papers. So it has a lot of the same ladies and the beautiful backgrounds. This beautiful lady. And this is the Whispers paper collection. Okay, it's got these these beautiful ladies here. And I've been working on those ones too. It's got this beautiful lady. And so she came up with a journaling kit. And this is only digital. You can only get this on digital. And you can print it. Excuse my voice, I'm catching a cold. Um, I printed it. I printed some of them, and when I was printing, I forgot to put on landscape, and I put it on portrait. So a lot of my pictures came out small, but you know what? It worked out perfect because I can do some projects with these little ones. And this is the size, the original size. They're all different sizes. I cut everything out, so no, this is the original. I cut everything out, so I couldn't really show you the pages, and even the ones I printed, I cut out. So I just been working on all my projects. Okay, so this is portrait size, so they came out a lot smaller. And then I didn't, the landscape, I reused them. So this was some paper that I had cut out from the bottom. And so I wanted to show you what I made. And I want to show you, this is my coupon code. And you can get 15% off at checkout. And Sandy has some beautiful trims and buttons and a lot of items that she made for sale. So check that out. And I will leave the description in the the information in my description box. And the design team, we all have different days. Mine is Fridays, and Rhonda's will be Sunday, Jenny's will be Thursday, and Sandy and Dahlia are going to be on Saturdays. So you can check their projects out this week. And so we're all doing our projects. So I want to show you what I came up with. I don't do journals, and so one day I will, because I really do want to learn. But these pictures are so pretty, and you can use them for a lot of things. But my favorite thing to do is ornaments. And so I thought I'm going to do a few ornaments, and then I kind of have been going back and forth on what I want to do. I had to settle down, and I had to write everything down. So I did maybe use one picture or did one project of each, and because I couldn't do multiples of them, but I could have helped him. But I thought I'm gonna do this for now until I can uh, get all the ideas that I have in my head. So okay, so I'm gonna show you my first one. So Sandy, in the collection, there's some round ornaments, some round pictures. So I took that round picture and I put that on there. Let's see if I find the other one. I kind of have everything in different spots because I'm doing different things. Okay, she had this one. And then she had, let's see if I find it. I have things everywhere. So I used the doily. I couldn't find it, but I used the doily. And I put, I don't know, 5 or 6. I just kind of, because these are very thin. It's just paper doilies. If you have a die, it's be fine. Mine was too big, my die. And so I just open them up, put glue, and then I go to the other side and layer them. Like, I don't know, you could put 7, 10, or however many you want. And then I put a piece of cardboard here. I'm going to cover it with some pretty paper. I just hadn't done it. And then I just put this pretty teardrop that I had. And I had these flowers, and these were from Sandy. She's put in them in my kit, in my box, that we received. And so I put these up here. I think she's beautiful. And I had this bling that I get from Hobby Lobby, but they don't have it no more. And so I just kind of inked the doily. And so it comes out real hard. And then I had these. I thought this was so pretty. Came out really cute. And then I took one of the pictures. I think it was this one, but it was the small one that I printed. And so I did a 2 by 3 3/4. And then I made a bigger piece. I think I did 4 or 5. And no, 4. And then I put another cardboard. So let me see if I can find my cardboard, because I did them. You can do them as thick as you want. Okay, so I just got some some old cardboard stuff that I have, and you glue these together, and this is the back. Okay, and then I put okay, I'm sorry, it's 2 by 2 3/4 is this one. Okay, and so I already put 3 pieces together, and then I cut the same size. I cut a piece of plastic. I got this from some ornaments I had. And this way I can go around my pictures and see where it would fit. That one's, the picture's a little too big, but too small. So you can play around with your placement. Okay. So then I get this. I'm going to go ahead and do one. I'm not going to complete it, but I'm just going to show you. I just put glue all over in the corners. I got so many projects to do, and I don't want to get sick. And so I'm hoping it doesn't go any further. I feel okay. I just don't have a little sore throat. So I'm like, ugh. Excuse me. Okay. Starting to cough. That's what worries me. Okay. So then you get this piece here. And you put this on top. And the reason I have, you can get this a little wider if you want. Should let it dry. But what this is going to do, then you can put your picture on top. I don't know which picture I want to use. You can use this one. I think I'm going to use that one. I'm off camera just so I can cut it. So I cut that. Oops, I cut it a little crooked. Let me fix that. Okay, so then I just cut that here. And then I'm going to glue that to my base. And you can ink it. I forgot to ink it. Bring my ink. She is so pretty. Okay, so then I take my strand, and I would put this up against this right here. You can cut it a little bit shorter. I think this one was a little too wide. Just kind of play around with it. So you can do any size. I think I did the top part a little too much. And then you would just put your bling just like that. And I go all the way around. And that's what I did here. And then what I did, Sandy gave us this beautiful trim. She has this in her shop. Everything I'm showing you, this, not the bling, but the little buttons and all these buttons that she has in her shop. And so I took 2 of these, and I put And then I got this trim here, the top, and I put this right along here. So I'm going to show you the back of it. I haven't finished it. And I put that along this, the sides, and then I put the trim here. This trim, I cut off this piece right here. There was some more here. It was a little too big. And then I put a plastic, the same little plastic that you get for ornaments or any type of packaging. I put that just because I wanted it to have stability. I didn't want it to flop. So I just glued hot glue, put hot glue all around here so you can't see it. And then I'll put a little, I'm not sure if I want to do like this or like, something here. I haven't decided yet. So I put a button and a little button that's in Sandy's shop. And then I had a little bow, little pink bow. And so there's my little ornament. I thought she came out cute. And then I had some pink fringe that I turned into a little dangle. And then this one I'll finish up. I'm going to put a piece of cardboard here, a cardstock, and that way it covers the back, or a piece of material. I haven't decided yet. I might put some velvet, just something to cover it. But I really love the way that came out. So this is in Sandy's shop, and this came in the cream color. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, and you can cut it up and you can use it on different projects. Okay, and then I used this trim. This is also from Sandy's shop, and I did dye it. I dyed it in a pink and a little bit of pink, a little bit of purple, and when I dye these, the appliques, it will take very well. So I wet this, and then I water down my dye. I use the Rit dye, and I just use a tiny bit with some hot water, and then submerge it in there, and then I dry it and put cold water. And so I just did it very lightly. I didn't want it dark. And so what I did was, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I used toilet paper rolls. This one is not the toilet paper roll, but this one is. I took the toilet paper roll, and you can cut it if you want, and I put glue down here, and then I wrapped my paper around it, and I did paint it. So this one is painted in like a pinkish purple, and so this one was in her kit. This was the top of it. And then at the bottom, it had this paper here. So it had a little bit of purple in there. So I did the purple. Okay, so then I just did some holes and put the little hanger and then the little crown. She has these in her shop. And so I did this beautiful lady, and I had some ribbon roses. And so this is part of her, in her shop, this beautiful lace. And so this is the one I dyed. It is so pretty. It's very light, very thin. And I took the top and I put it up here. And so then that just met right there with the paper. And then this one, I did the paper, but I put trim, vintage trim on it, and I put my beaded fringe that I have. And then I took one of the ladies, and I had a frame, and I just did this in gold. So I put the little button that I got from Sandy. And I thought this is cute. So this one, I did not use the toilet paper roll because I didn't have any pink paint. So I just decided to get pink paper. And this is, I can't remember what it was, 3 3/4 by 6. And then what you can do, it's very easy to do, and I thought this was easier than using the toilet paper rolls. Okay, just roll it. I'll just put it a little bit here, because this way I don't have to paint. Excuse my reach. You just do that. And you can flatten it a little bit. You don't have to all the way. And then I just put glue right there, and there's my little pocket. And you can smash this down as much as you want. And then I get my paper. It won't fit, but you can cut this shorter also. And I just wrapped it. And that's all I did with that one. So this one I was going to do, if I can find my paper, this one. I was going to do this one for this. And then you can make them as wide as you want. I'll put the picture in the back. So these are beautiful pictures that you can use. And then I was going to, you can put a gift card in there. It does fit. What I was going to do, and you can use it as an ornament or a hanger, or just put it on a hook, anything that you want to do. So I'm going to get some tulle. Oops, where's my purple one? I put it at the right one. And then you can just put the tulle in here. And then you can hang it like that. And you can put a gift, you can put money, you can put jewelry, and give it as a gift, and then hang it up as an ornament. And I had made some of these, and I hung them on some hooks. And then I ended up giving them away. So I thought that would be pretty. And then I have the pink one. It's going to do the pink. It's got some tulle. I have tons of little pieces. So I thought this would be good to use up. Except it gets tangled on the bead. The beaded trim. I did it right, but because it keeps getting stuck. Keeps pulling on it. So there. And you could put any type of material you want, but I thought this would be pretty. Very soft. And if you don't have a frame, you can, there's different things you can use. I had that one, but let's see if I find my other frame. Sandy had sent some frames. And you can also put pictures on that. I was going to get my pictures. See, wouldn't that be pretty? And you can put that on one of these. That would be pretty. I think I'm going to do that one on this one. On this next one. So, let me put glue. Let's put glue on the bottom. If you want a full tutorial, I can do one later. I just, excuse me. I don't want to be coughing too much. That's why I just kind of did a little small one. Just kind of show you more or less what I do. And if you get glue, it's going to get covered. And you can use a hot glue gun too. And then this will strengthen when you put the material on. So and you can always put it on where the seam is, because if you put trim down here, it's going to cover it. And you can put trim at the top, and so that will cover it. So this one can go right there. That pretty? I like that. Okay, so what I did to cut the frame, because it comes like this, I just punched a tiny hole enough to where I can get my scissors on all four corners, and then I got my scissors and then just went around. And you could do a hole here too. It's just so it makes it easier to cut and get your scissors in there. Okay, that's how I do mine. And that is my last one. So that's my ornaments. And then I'll be showing, excuse me, starting to cough. At night it gets worse. So, okay. So here are my 4 ornaments. And then this one right here. So aren't they pretty? I just really love the way they came out, and I wanted to do something a little different. But you don't have to just use the paper for journals. These you can use for ornaments or note paper, and I'll be showing some other projects that I did. And so thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to use my coupon code and go to Sandy's website. She is also changing, she um changed to a different company, I guess, or something. That so it was down for a little bit today, so I think it's back up. So if you have any issues, you can go to her Etsy shop if you have any problems. And thank you all, and don't forget that if these sell out, she'll be getting more, and then you just let her know, send her a little message that you want to order some of these, and that way when she gets them, you can purchase them. Don't forget to use the code and go into the other design team members, and they're going to have some beautiful projects, I'm sure. And they're very talented ladies. So thank you all so much. And I will be back next week showing you more beautiful projects. Thank you. Bye bye.